Hello and welcome back, everybody. We are finally, at last, continuing on our playthrough here of the Reconquered campaign in the city of Tarsus. This is mission number 11. We can see our goals up here. We have a pop of 8250, prosperity of 90, favor of 75, culture 45, and peace of 65. So let's go. Real quick, we'll zoom out here. Tarsus is a pretty good map. I think, all things considered, it has a couple interesting twists, but it's not too difficult. I got a big old jar of water here. I just filled with hot water, actually. I was about to take a sip, and I realized I would have probably burned half my throat off if I did that. So we're gonna wait on that. It is a desert map, obviously, as you can see. Quite a bit different than the vanilla version. I can't even remember what the vanilla version actually looked like, but it wasn't like this. And you have a very long passage here from west to east for your land traders. And then sea traders, I believe, come in from over here. And you generally settle them either here or down here somewhere. In terms of the population, it's 8250, so it's not huge. It's fairly large, but it's not huge. There's plenty of spaces for blocks in this area. This is kind of like a main block area. You've got like a nice central trading area here that's easy to develop. And then for patricians, you know, you can go over here if you wanted. You can make this like a nice patrician island if you wanted. Got more room for another block over here, a small one over here if you really wanted to as well. There's lots of room to do a lot of stuff on this map. When I did my 9x9 challenge, it was actually pretty fun on this map because you can fit a lot of 9x9s here, so we ended up with this almost kind of a apartment block style area here, which was pretty funny to look at, but we're not going to be doing that today. We're just going to be playing normal, easy breezy, and making some efficient blocks as we can. If we look at our materials, there's no farms on this map. You have no farmland whatsoever, which also means, of course, no olives, no olive oil, no wine, no vines, things like that. For raw materials, you also don't have clay and you don't have timber. But you do have marble, iron, gold, stone, and sand. So all the stuff you're going to want to get for your patricians, you're going to have to import, but that's okay. You should be able to make a lot of money on this map, and we'll go into that a little bit later. And if we're looking at our trade partners, let's sort by root cost here. There we go. So starting with Miletus will buy 30 iron, 30 stone, 10 gold. Gold is something we can sell on this map, which is nice. If we look at the prices, iron will net us 40, stone will net us 30, gold will net us 250. So, again, gold, great resource, but gold mines take 30 plebs to get going. So, definitely a big investment. Not something you generally want to do right away. It also mines very slowly. So let's go ahead and open up my elitist here, just so we have it ready to go. And let's think about where we want to put our first blocks here. So you can do a lot on this map, really whatever you want. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and put my first block around here. Just kind of clear this up a little bit. Okay. And you want to be a little bit careful with your water on this map, specifically because you have to bring in water from up here. And since you're probably going to be putting multiple blocks in this area, it can be easy to mess up your water, so just kind of be aware of that. And that being said, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and get a block here. Like so. And that should let me get another block down here, nearby. And that should be fine for a first block, I think. Because I'm going to want to have another block to the south here, maybe even right here, I kind of want to put this up here-ish. But I also kind of don't want to do that right now, so I think... yeah, I can fit this over here. As long as we leave some space to drag another aqueduct or reservoir, that should be just fine. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's our water taken care of. Let's get our usual suspects out. We got a lot of 1x1 space here, so we're going to do our prefecture, engineer, barber, doctor. Some people in the comments were asking me why I put the barber in right away. You get a health bonus from the barber, even though you don't need it to level up until later. It does provide a health bonus to your block, and it just helps stave off any kind of nonsense in terms of plagues and things like that. So that's why I do it. So let's get engineer, water, prefecture on the must-haves here. Now, another thing about this map is you're limited on how many small temples you can get. I think you can only get 10. And you're going to want small temples for your patricians, so... one thing about this map is you're probably going to want to plan out your gods a little bit. Because once they're gone, they're gone. And that can be a bit frustrating. If I go to messages down here... yeah, your city's only allowed to build 10 small temples of any kind. After they have been built, they get disabled. And if you exceed this limit by exploits, you will lose favor and denarii rapidly. So, generally, your first 5 you can just throw down to get you started. And then after that, I just hold on to them and I'll build up, whatchamacallit, oracles and things like that, just to cover it. But it's just something to be aware of. I think this is just a bush here, so let me clear that. Excellent. We do want to get a second prefecture for these long blocks in the desert here, so let's do that. And let's go ahead and unpause. Let's get our fountains. I guess we'll wait on that. I will go ahead and get the temples right away, though. So let's do... I guess we'll just go down here. 3, 4, 5. We'll be blowing some of these up later, that's fine. Kind of wanted to... let's see... double the capacity, granaries, market. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of dynamic weather. I don't mind it for most of the maps. For the deserts, the sandstorms are a little bit jarring to me. I know some people mentioned in the comments before that they were a little bit annoying, so... and while I'm fine with them on like temperate maps, and like the snow isn't too bad on the northern maps, the deserts are just a little bit too much for me. Let's go ahead and get this stuff going here. And then once this is all up and ready to go, we'll get our industry on the way. That and this, there we go. Perfect. And then for our fountains, we'll get these going first here. Actually, that works out just fine. Perfect, okay. So we've got a lot of people coming in. And this is kind of a quirk to this map, but you don't have any easy access to food right away. I mean, you have fish right here, but Fish take a while to get started as when compared to farms, so it's not like super convenient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my industry first, as is tradition, and then we'll get food going afterwards. If I could sell fish right away, like I could open Pergamum and sell to Pergamum, then we could just get fish going and then have some stored for the plebs and also be selling it. But in this case, we'll just do it this way. So we're gonna have plenty of plebs coming in here, and all this kind of edge of the map space is all, not all, but a lot of it is very mineable. You got some mineable stuff over here and over here as well. And so, because you're making most of your money via mining in this map, this is where we're going to set up and get going. So let's get to it. And I'm going to start with iron. Let's get one here. 2 there. So that's 4. And then I want to be careful here because I don't want to block this off. We've got a couple of mining spaces here. Or is it just 1, really? Kind of ends up just being 1. So we're going to ignore this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll keep this open so we can have a road go by. 5. It's only, how many can we sell for a year? It's only 30. So 5 should actually be enough. That should be just fine. So let's set up 5 here. And then we'll do stone over here. How about that? Okay. For a warehouse, let's... Could push that over there. I could push this over here too if I wanted. That would block off this one. So let's put this guy right here. Okay. Okay. A bit weird, but should be alright. Let's... For now, I'm going to allow the traders to come in and just buy from here. Let's also roadblock this. The staircase is going to be pretty wonky here. So we'll see how long this lasts for us. But I doubt they're going to be able to get down here. So we'll see. Alright, next, let's go ahead and do our stone. So we could do 1 here so this doesn't get blocked off. And then everything over here gets blocked off. So actually, you can only really fit 2 here. Because whatever you put down here is going to prevent you from getting a road to continue further up. So let's get 1, 2, 3... Stone worth more, or was iron worth... iron is worth more. Okay, stone's worth less. Okay, let's just do the 3 for now. Let's grab our warehouse here. And we'll take stone. And then for our iron over here, let's bring this to 16 for now. I think that's fine. Okay, let's get our engineer prefecture here. And that should be a fine start. We will want to get a cart pusher to move this over here, but that's fine. Okay, that's a basic start on the economy. So we have people now moving into the city, and then next up we'll want to get our fishing going. And that kind of makes me want to move this here. So let's do this. Let's get rid of you. Let's get aqueducts like so. Okay. I am going to drop a road here, just because we will want to be able to pass through that eventually. Okay. We'll also want to get a bridge here eventually, too. Yeah, I think we can get that right now. That's fine. Let's open this up a bit. And, oh yeah, let's make sure we're selling our iron. And our stone. Lovely. And let's get our kind of initial stuff going here. And get our shipyard. And our wharfs. Oops. Let's do 1, 2. Can't get one there, sadly. 3, 4, 5, and then I remember there's a road issue here. Okay, I think that's as far as we can go. Let's get this guy here. Let's also put this guy here. Get this. Let's grab our roadblocks like so. And this should be just fine. Actually, we didn't need to get this at all. Because this is covered. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Just kidding. Okay. Decent start there. Let's go ahead and make sure this is just on market, ladies. This can all be off. This is accepting fish, and this one's getting fish. So this puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wharves here. Which is pretty okay, but I'd like to get a couple more. I can actually fit one here, so then I would want to put that thingamabob back, the fire crew and so on and so forth. So maybe I'll do that. Okay. Ah. No, I was forgetting something plainly obvious. There we go. Okay. So that'll be food taken care of. We have iron coming in now. This is blocked, but it shouldn't be. Is this blocking this? It might be. Yeah, it's blocking it right here. Okay. So let's move that out. Okay. Clear this up. I could be extra lazy here and just make them walk all the way up here for this. I think I might do that. Let's see if this turns on properly now. There we go. Okay. Troubleshooting in 2026. You love to see it. And let's just get a little bit of desirability going here. Perfect. With our first boat coming out. And then what I could do here, because we're going to be fought on invasions for a while. I don't think we're going to have to worry about building up our military. We could go straight into Pergamum and just really drop down a ton of fish. That could be something we do. Just gonna move this out of here first. I don't hate this idea, because if we just have a ton of fish here, this will be constantly full, and we can also set this to selling. So the traders can just come in and keep getting the whatchamacallit, the fish, just as they're on their way out, which is fine. Fish sells for, if we look over here, fish sells for 40. It's the same as iron. It's pretty good. That's a nice early game moneymaker for us, so... yeah, I think I like this idea. We only have 35 plebs now. I could add some more houses here right away if I wanted to. That's totally okay. But it'll speed up pretty quickly. So I think right now we're at 7. Yeah, 7 wharfs is pretty good. It's pretty decent here. It's our actual room. 0, okay. 5 fish so far. Got some more coming. And we're up to 5 trolleys up here. Okay, good. So this is actually going to fill up fairly quickly here. So let's go ahead and get that market here. Stick that sucker right there. Put us up to 12 fish. And these guys are going to level up nice and quick. So that means we could get more fish going here if we wanted to, although I kind of would rather use this for trade. It feels better as a trading area. I think I might move fishing stuff up here. I say move, that's not like I'm moving anything that's already pre-established, but... generally, this is where I'll put my hippodrome. This is a very nice hippodrome area. And the nice thing is you can actually fit a hippodrome here and all your fishing wharves around, and it's totally okay. It's very cool. Good, these things are leveling up. So yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go to... one side of wharfs here. We can start here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's almost doubling our amount of wharfs here. Lovely. Okay, and then for our granary, I think I'm going to put the granary like down here. The hippodrome can go all the way back here, so that's totally fine. Yeah, let's do this. Let's put the granary maybe here-ish. And then let's go like this. Okay. Let's add fish in here. I think this can be covered just fine with one of these. I don't know why if I put it up here it doesn't go all the way through, but actually no, I don't like that there. Never mind. Yeah, let's go here. And here, we'll see how that works. We shall see. And then I also want to get a heart depot. Can't put it there, sadly. Let's get that sucker right here. And we'll do fish from 2 to 4. Okay, and this is going to make this kind of ridiculously overstuffed with fish, which is what we want. I'm going to pick up a couple of Auraria here just to help out the desirability. That's probably still a problem over there, yeah. Let's do a couple gardens here. Do the same thing over here, okay. Good. And we are in May right now. If I go to my trading, 13 of 30 on iron, 11 of 30 on stone. Alright. So we are making money. It's not the best money ever, but it's alright. Good. And we're at 55 unemployment, so that's also fine. We have room for 323, which is quite a lot. Still have not fully upgraded stuff here. Still have plenty more places for homes as well, so not too much to worry about here. And I think... Oh. I think when I get my second district, I might put it right here. You know, be a little bit closer to the entrance. It's not that big of a deal. But we might just stagger them out. And then I can bring water, like, down this way, and these two will just be kind of have their own independent water supply. That'd be fine as well. Okay, we're at 117 unemployed folk. So it's time in this kind of situation to think about expanding your economy. Now, normally, I was just going to do these fish, and I still am. But you can see how much marble we can sell to all of our trade partners, basically everyone except for Miletus. So let's start thinking about marble. I'm going to do a couple things here. First, I'm going to get a dock here, even though I'm not going to be doing anything with this right now. We can fit 2 docks here. I'm going to just put 1 for now. It's totally fine. Let's get a warehouse right here. Whoops. That was a mistake, and then, sadly, even if you cancel it out, it takes off the roads. Rip. Okay, let's get our boat and trader. And let's add our marble here. Just put 8 for now, that's fine. So that's where we're going to be taking our marble to. And then we're also going to be starting to move stuff out from here and put it over here as well. Okay, marble. We've got 2 areas kind of semi-close to each other here, so let's open this up slightly. How much can we fit? Marble's like gold, it does mine pretty slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 marble, that's pretty good. Let's get you down here. Can I fit a warehouse here? Let's see. I can. Lovely. Okay, never mind. I thought I was being clever here, but let's turn the clever part of my brain off here and just be normal. Stick with that. Let's add marble in here. And then it's time to get some cart depots. Population milestone, cool, okay. I'm gonna stick this here. And then we're gonna go here and here for now, okay. And let's add iron, stone, okay. So this one's gonna be our marble lad here. Whoop. It's gonna go 6 to 5. And let's get our road attached here. Okay, and this is gonna be stone 1 to 5. And iron 1 to 5. Kind of tempting to go for more stone here, but it's alright. We're not that desperate for it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn off the trader here. Because I don't want there to be any kind of bouncing around. I just want everyone to come over here, and that's totally okay. We are enemies distant. It's fine. Plenty of time. Plenty of time here. Enemies, for reference, are all going to be coming in right here. This is your little invasion area here. That's A-okay. And even though this isn't full up yet, it will be soon. We'll be getting there. Okay. So with all that taken care of, let's go ahead and open up Pergamum. And we're going to set fish and marble to be exported. And that's going to be a pretty nice boon to our economy here.
I don't know why I bother with this route. They don't buy anything or have anything they want to sell me.
Yeah. Why are you not delivering here? Now that's interesting. What could be the problem? It's accepting fish. The road is fully connected. What is the actual issue here? So with 3 of them, this... well, that happened. It's fine. I'm more focused on this than anything else. Sometimes things happen in this game that even I don't understand. It's working. It's not an issue of not being connected. Ah, I see the problem. There we go. I didn't actually build a road right there. Okay. There's always a solution. And it's always user error. Never forget, it's always your fault. Alright, let's go ahead and redo this. Even though I'm not using it yet, that's totally fine. That's also probably what was slowing us up quite a bit here. Okay, good thing we found that out. Alright, so we're going to be getting a quest soon. It's going to involve building a caravanserai, but I'm also going to want to build up a series of oracles. It's going to be pretty necessary for us here. And where are we gonna... Can I fit 2 long blocks in here? That's another question I have. Usually I just do 1. But I might go for the ultimate greed here. I go down this way here. Let's actually come like this. How about from right here? This should be like that. Not a ton of space here, but that's all right. And I think for building projects like oracles, I might go maybe right over here. It's nice and easy. Let's do maybe like right here. So the way I'd want to do this is probably getting a reservoir here. It's pretty bad. Let me pre-make a fountain here. Okay, this barely covers it. Okay, so this would work. And I could aqueduct out this way. Like that, and then we can have a road like this. Okay, that's legal. And then this we can just bring in from up there. That's totally fine. So that'd be 3 blocks right here. This is a lot of housing. This can share a granary right in the middle if we really wanted to. Right here. Or like right here. Or right here. That would be either one. It's totally okay. We can also share a warehouse for goods if we want to level them up too. That's totally fine. Okay, I think this will work. We could also fit something else here. I don't think I'm going to, but we could. Cool. So I think this is a pretty good start here. We have a kind of a skeleton of an initial city. And what we're going to want to do next is we're going to want to allow Caesar to get from here, first of all. And here. There we go. What we're going to want to do is start thinking about expanding the economy even more. Getting our money set up, getting our defensive set up, not right away, but soon. And then because of the religion situation, we're going to want to get our oracles and things like that up and going as soon as possible. I'm going to look to get maybe like 5 or 6 oracles, and that should give us a lot of coverage, religious coverage for a long time. And then after that, we'll look into our first mission and see about getting our caravanserai. Because we do have another land route after this one to open up to Palmyra. So there's a lot of land trade to be had. Half of your trade on this map is land trade. So having that caravanserai up and running, especially for some of these larger quotas, 60 stone, you know, 100 fish, things like that, could be pretty useful. So I think that'll be about it for today. Pretty good start. I'll try to get these uploaded, and I say this and I realize my air conditioner has blown my green screen slightly off, so there was a little hole in it this whole time. I apologize. I'll try to get this uploaded quickly, and then we'll carry on with it. So until next time, thank you everybody for hanging out. Have a good rest of your days, evenings, and mornings as they may be, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.